G'day, g'day, everybody. Hey, my microphone's working-ish. You know, my microphone, constantly broken. Hi, Ava. It's not even my microphone. I'm pretty sure there's some other problem with it. I still need to talk to my dad about it. Anyway. How you doing, Ava? Have you been? My fan's not on. That's a mistake. I thought I turned it on already. Ugh. Happy? Well, Monday for me, Friday for yous. Ba, 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 ba. Hey, Elder. Hello, hello. Welcome back to the weeknights. Yeah. It's Monday at like 2 AM. Oh, okay. Well, that's not too bad then. Hey, house. What's going on? Not much. Not much. You know, just life. Infinite crying. It's a good thing, guys. You know, like, we may not be able to figure out how to have unlimited power in our houses, but we always have the power for unlimited tears. And we should be proud of that. Yeah, I'm feeling better today? Yeah. I went to the physio and she massaged it. It was really weird. No, it was weird though, because she'd like, you know, she massaged it in like certain places, and I'm like, heck, I didn't even know that hurt. Like, there was like she put her thumb in here. This really hurts. So just doing this and like kind of like massaging it and stuff like helps all the weight. Sorry, I'm realizing I'm not in frame. Like down here and stuff, and I'm like, what the hell? And then the same thing on this side. Like if you like massage this area, it helps on the other side. It's so weird. Crying? No. I haven't been crying. Ugh, okay. No, I had a great time with my arm. Showed my mom and dad the Witcher TV show today. How did that go? I tried to get my parents into it, and they at least seemed somewhat interested. And, but the first season is like way too everywhere, so it doesn't make sense. But if you read the books, it makes sense. Like, it's a little disappointing, and I never got past like season 2, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm devastated by like the fact that they took so many changes. I was devastated because a certain character died, and I was like, hang on, that doesn't happen until like the third game. So did they just make a different decision, or did the game do it differently? I just couldn't deal with it unless something else happens later and he comes back to life. I don't know. I'm always interested to watch more. My dad thought it was cool, but I think it was cool, and that was it. Need hugs. Thanks. I plan to just show up until Henry Cavill leaves. Yeah. Listen, for all I know, the rest of the TV show is fine, okay? I could be wrong, but I'm also kind of like, meh. You know? Yeah, you know? I'm not convinced. I'm looking on my thing. I'm looking at my compressor. Maybe I need to turn this down more. I don't know. Ah! Fuck. Alright. Hi, Daft. Tap! Love the enthusiasm. Hope you're well. I'm good. I'm hanging out. Ugh. Yeah. Just gonna keep drinking water. I haven't drunk a lot of water today. I went on a walk in the hot... I walked back from my physio appointment and it's you know, about 30 degrees and I'm like, I didn't drink water before this, did I? So I'm trying to recompense. Recompense? Is that the right word? Recuperate. Recuperate is better than recompense. That's revenge, maybe. How is everyone? Is everyone well? Is everyone good? House, I just want to fully clarify. We're hanging out after D&D again? That's still good with you? Gonna ask you the same thing. I knew you were going to. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's fine by me. Cool. Again, I might barely do until just after around lunchtime, but she'd be right. I mean, it depends how long D&D goes for, or if D&D even happens. If my memory serves me right, Lily mentioned that she might also bail last minute just because she has an exam that day, or she has an exam the next day or the day before. Something like that. Can't remember. I need to ask her. Is Lily in here? Hey, Lily. Ah. She's offline currently. I'm sure she would message back, but I'll wait till she pops in later. Although she said that the campaign was after her exam. Oh, okay. So it's kind of if she can manage to pull her thoughts together well enough for the campaign to still happen. Yeah. Oh, okay, that makes sense. But yeah, if it doesn't end up happening, I mean, I'll be awake. So we could just hang out that morning and see where games take us. I still need to get 1,000 hours in Monster Hunter World. I'm 15 hours off, guys. I'm so close. Even though probably at least a good 1/5 of that might be just waiting in the lobby, quote unquote, but it counts for something. Hi, Aylin. For sure. I'm not saying we have to play Monster Hunter World. I'm still perfectly happy with Minecraft or something, but I'm just saying. I feel like with Minecraft, I need more inspiration, and that's my frustration. Because I want to be I want to make cool architecture designs or something, and it just doesn't happen because I'm scared. I want to get the rare monsters. Yes, we could do that. That sounds like fun. I was like, we don't have to play Monster Hunter World, and now my brain's like, yes, please. I love it. I'm gonna work for a bit. No worries. Love you, Aylin. Hi, Tab. Illy Tab. Yeah. Wrong screen. We'll get there. I'll go back and do it in a second. Okay. But yeah, with Minecraft, I really want to try and you know, I want to come up with cool structures to create and, you know, like come up with an idea in relation to it. But if I don't have anything in mind, I'm not gonna do anything. And at the moment, most of the time it's just like feed chickens, feed cows, feed pigs, feed barbars, plant my plants, and then I harvest plants, and then I'm back to my feeding my chickens again. So many chickens. They're all my children. In the Minecraft world I play in, we have the create mod, and I'm planning on building a train for safe travel. There's trains! Do you have a photo? I want to see a photo of a train. That sounds cool as fuck. See, this is what I mean. I need inspiration. Okay. Oh, house. When you said I want to get the rare monsters, do you mean like rare monsters like Yangaruga and like Zenoga? Or do you mean like, I think it was you that I was like, I think you said something like, man, I wish there was like shiny Pokemon in Monster Hunter. And I was like, there are. And you were like, what? And now you have to try and get like the shiny versions of like a Wiggler. I was gonna send you a photo of that actually. Was that you? Possibly? Well, we can do that too. Maybe. I think you have to do a lot of resetting with that type of thing, so it's not always... I'm gonna show you this photo. How do I share it? Save image. Okay. That's being saved to... Well, save it to a better folder. Downloads. Yes. Save it to downloads. I'm gonna send this to you. I know some monsters are only available in the Guiding Lands is all, or become accessible through the Guiding Lands at least. Okay, I got you. We'll try and get your Guiding Lands leveled up in the areas that I don't have. So we can have kind of like, if there's something we need to work on or something, it can be like 2 different areas. I don't know. Have you fought a Yangaruga in your game? I'm gonna post this in the Discord. Gaming. Okay, so in everything gaming, that's like my shiny Wiggler. It's like a queen Wiggler, and it's orange instead, and it's pretty. I think there's a few other type of ones that I can't remember, but that's fine. I wanna buy video games, but I gotta wait, and I gotta be patient. I gotta wait till I make more money. I don't think so. Look at him wiggle, I know, they're so good. I love them. I'll send a screenshot of the train I test made in a separate creative world. Yes, yes please. I want to see a train. What else is in the mod? I'm gonna lurk for a bit. No worries. Must have sent through twice. Okay, the game. What were we up to? So, in the game, Miles Edgeworth's, we're up to the second case. Basically, what is happening? We have become an associate defense attorney because we were kicked off the case in relation to Mr. Knight, who did in the previous case did the crime. He was found killed in this place, and we were kicked off the case because we were apparently a bad prosecutor, even though we were held at knife point. And now we're working with Dan Abadan, as I like to call him, in order to solve murders, so. There's a water wheel, conveyor belts for automated crafting, it's so many machines and engines. I was gonna say engineers, and I was like, hold up. Many engineers. Ugh. Ah. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. Secretly a vampire. Shh. You think this is water I'm drinking? No, it's actually called see-through blood, a rare type of blood you can get somewhere, okay? So everyone else thinks that you're like, oh, you're a normal human when secretly drinking blood. Anyway, Let's play the game. Sprinkle positivity. Chat is cute. Hells to the fuck yeah, chat is cute. My boys and girls and my absolute cuties. Let's go. Alright. Now that we've established that you were the one who found the body, Mr. Sarwit. Oh, that's right. We found a guy that was like, who originally did a murder back in case 2 of the first game that I'd completely forgotten about. He's in here and he's the one who found the body because he screamed. And his animals were sad? I don't know. Alright. Let's do this. I believe you've lost any standing you might have had to withhold your cooperation. Oh, fuck, I had a voice for him. What was his voice? Alright, you win. I don't know. But I'm sure I won't have anything useful to tell you. It probably won't even worth your time. And that's not for you to decide. By my hand, the truth will be revealed. Every decision I make is to ensure that end. Hold it! Except that's not exactly what we're here to do, is it? What do you mean? We're not trying to expose the truth, we're trying to save Simeon. That's what we do now, remember? We work to get our clients out of trouble. That is a prosecutor, there's a defense attorney's assistant. What the K-Meister said. You need to listen to the kid more, you know? The client has requested the services of Edgeworth and Co. And as your old man always said, your relationship with your client comes before everything else. You don't have a wife and kid at home, okay? Your relationship is with the client. Devastating. The poor animals. Holy god. Okay. Sorry. Oh my god, it is a train! Look at him go! You know, when I see it on a track like that, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Because, you know, I was thinking of like, how would you even get it to move? Hell yeah. Looking at the pretty train going choo-choo. It's so pretty. I love that it's all made out of like a nice turquoise. Fuck yeah, man. That looks awesome. Have fun building that. We need more trains. I like that color. It's best color. So, if you think Mr. Saint's well-being is taking a backseat to some quest for truth, well, let's just say I don't like to fire people, so I need you to fight against your instincts a little harder, yeah? Sorry. This will take some getting used to. In any case, the importance of this man's testimony, why did my phone go off? Remains unchanged. Therefore, Mr. Sarwit, I ask once more, what happened when you found the body? Yes! I only have 3 shifts next week. You know what that means? I have more time to have emotional breakdowns. Yes! I'm so sorry. Fuck yeah. Oh, but it's 3 days in a row. There's always something. 3 days in a, nah, that's fine. Okay. Why do I have to get reminded? Sorry, my co-worker's like leaving. Her final day was yesterday, and it's like, no! I keep getting so sad. I'm like, I feel fine, and then I think about it, and I'm like, my girl. I was in the workshop there by myself, practicing what I'd learned. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door of the other workshop. I happened to peek in through the little window, and then I saw him lying there. A man, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright. Quailed. I'm just thinking about birds. Sorry. I found myself screaming in sheer terror. Alright, that sounds pretty good to me. Let me get this straight. The room you're in is next to the one when the corpse is found. Yes, that's right, I was in workshop B. And you were there the whole day. Can I just say, this is really weird, this testimony, because don't get me wrong, I'm a big believer that if you're the one to find the body, then you probably didn't do the murder, right? But in saying that, he has like by the sense of it, he has almost like a perfect alibi for like, you know, killing the body. Probably except for not being registered to walk into the room, maybe? Like, maybe that exonerates him. But then why blame Simeon? Like, called Create if you want to try it out. Okay, it's good to know, good to know. Nice, easy name to remember, too. Yes, from the 7 AM roll call onwards. There are 3 roll calls a day, you see. 7 AM, noon, and 9 PM. That makes sense to me. And then check who's in the workshops during roll call, correct? That's right. Nothing was reported to be amiss at 7 AM, which means that Knight's body wasn't in the workshop yet at that point in time. Excellent. Guess that means the murder took place after 7 AM. Which puts it right around the time the show was happening. Ah, yes, the show. I remember the other prisoners going to see it. And therefore, anybody who wasn't at the show has no alibi. Would that be a fair assessment, Mr. Sarwat? I guess so, but I only found the body, I swear. There's a clear contradiction on Mr. Sarwat's testimony, is there? Rooting it out should be my first priority. Yay! I'm a prosecutor doing defense attorney things. Alright. I was in the workshop there by myself practicing what I'd learned. Right. I don't remember how, but I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop. I happened to peek in through the little window. Please elaborate. Seems like this game would be a lot easier if people just didn't do murders. Don't do murder, kids. I agree, like, just don't do it. It's way too complicated and, you know, like, think about all of the money that you'd be losing, right? Your entire livelihood that you're losing when you could be playing video games, reading books, enjoying life. Yes, you still have to have money in order to live, but, like, you could, like video games. They don't have the self-control we have in reality. No kids, so can I? No. No one. Everyone is a kid in the eyes of God. So. Obviously, no one should do it. That's the point. Does that mean you didn't get a good look inside? No, I couldn't. The window was not only small, but it had bars over it, you see. Not exactly a panoramic view. They're just so the guards can check what's going on, right? That's right, yes. You're a very knowledgeable young lady. You bet. I guess you could say I know a little something about prisons now, too. I'll have to remind myself to adjust this newfound interest later. Anyway, yes, I peeked her through the door. That still feels really vague. So you didn't know who Mr. Knight was? Could you tell right away if it was a man or a woman? It was clearly a man, his physique, his clothes. It was also very clear that he was dead. You could tell just by peeking through the little window. Yes, let's just say that wasn't my first dead body. What? You mean you're in prison for? To my eternal shame, yes. This was, however, the first time I had seen another person's handiwork up close, so... Oh, hi, you smarmy git. What did I do? I'm just hanging out, okay? I haven't done anything worth being called smarmy, God forbid. Help. can't stop Gambit. House, you have Witcher 3 to play. Come on. Come on. Get it together, all right? You need to stop this, okay? Your wife and husband are worried about you. They want you to come home, okay? You have things to do, but Bellatra was so fun. Listen to me, all right, House? You can play The Witcher 3 though, all right? Have you managed to fuck Yennefer yet? No, keep playing, all right? I know the priorities, and the priorities is Yennefer, okay? Keep going. He's too cute to be the murderer. Oh no, it's just not him. This guy is the murderer of a different case, so it's definitely not this guy.
Hold it!
No, that was that Sawet, I know. Hi, Estania. I've been gamming off on and off all day. Sounds like me and my like Twitter problem. I feel like since the election, I check Twitter and Blue Sky like more and more. And it's like, God, I need to stop. I keep trying to like stop the compulsion. It doesn't really work unless I'm like fully concentrated though. You found yourself there, really? Oh, that's right. And then I found myself peeking through the little window in the door. Why did you think to do that? Oh gosh, I don't know. I just found myself doing it, really. You clearly weren't concentrating on your work then. No, that's not true. I'm a model prisoner. It's just all the other prisoners had gone to watch the show. I guess I was, well, kind of lonely. Like being stuck at school after everybody else has gone home, huh? Yes, exactly like that. Anyway, I found myself in front of the door to the other workshop then. Yeah, that still doesn't feel, like, specific enough. Well, obviously, where are the animals? I'm gonna save. Save just in case. Yeah. And did you hear the follow-up stuff involving Elon and the Path of Exile boosting? No. Unfortunately, Ava, this guy is not only a murderer, but a sleazy door-to-door salesman and a thief. Excellent. He's not the most model prisoner. Well, he's the most model prisoner. Starts with Bellatra, then Hearts, the next thing you know, you're hooked in Spider Solitaire. Is this what you want with your life? As someone whose dad only plays Spider Solitaire, or at least plays, used to, I don't know about as much anymore. Keep doing it. My dad's a swell guy. Keep going. At least it's not free cell. That's a good point. That's a whole different problem.
Objection!
Okay, I had to do with the doors. Enough of these pathetic lies, Mr. Sarwit. I'm afraid you've rather lost sight of what you are. What I am? I know precisely what I am. I'm a former newspaper salesman who's training to be a pet stylist.
Hold it!
But that's not all you are, is it? Or did you forget the bracelet you wear around your wrist? A bracelet that marks you as a prisoner, and therefore unable to move around as you please. As we both know, stepping outside that door would have sounded an alarm. Well, but there's no way you could have looked into the other workshop without leaving the room you were in. You guys can't hear the music, can you? Hold up. I was going to turn it up earlier and then I forgot. Or maybe it's my sound. Can you guys hear the music? It could be my music. He's good at doors. Yeah. Was talking with a popular gaming YouTuber where the YouTuber alluded to having editors for his YouTube channel. Is his infinite wisdom took that as the YouTuber's editors as are his bosses. Elon made a tweet on Twitter saying that the YouTuber was not his own man and proceeded to take away the YouTuber's checkmark for whatever reason. Oh, that's really fucked up. Sorry, I don't understand that properly. Reason that is a big deal is because people were worried about the weaponization of verification marks, and here we are, the owner of Twitter weaponizing check marks. Shouldn't be surprised. Guys, listen, we've had a pretty good run. Don't get me wrong, I think we've had a really good run. But, you know, if things don't get better, they're gonna get worse. So who wants to come to Australia? Leon Scum? I was really confused for a second and I was like, right, isn't even his own man. He's an apartheid mine hair. What's an apartheid? Hide? Apartment hide? He hides in his own apartment. I fucking knew it. Wait, so can you guys hear the music? Country blows up Earth. We probably didn't mean it. We probably didn't mean it. At least like maybe 10% of the population totally did. Not even 10, like 1%. 1% of the population totally meant it. And the rest were like, fucking bitch! And that's where we're at. Savory Light Edition. Yes. Which country? America. It's a right tab. Don't stress about it. It's a stressful situation, but life is difficult and we need to learn to prioritize what we need to, you know, stress about in our lives. You know what I mean? Merca. America. Go. Who? Fuck his voice. Hoo-wee. Stylishly done, Edgeroo. Please call me Edgeroo again. But doesn't that mean that Mr. Sarwit couldn't have found the body then? Good question, Kay. Perhaps Mr. Sarwit himself can explain. So, actually, I may have forgotten to mention one very important detail. Sorry about that. I can explain exactly how I was able to see the body if you like. By all means, go ahead. Unfortunately. Stressing out about it will solve nothing. It's right time. Keep working on improving your own life so one day you can keep working on helping more people in the future. That's what it's all about, guys. Just keep working until hopefully you can become your own philanthropist. Okay, that's the goal. It was really funny. At one time I said, it was interesting. Like Adara and I, we both have very much like the same mentality in life where we're like, the end goal, the ideal end goal would be probably like trying to like be like a philanthropist and like, I don't know, like start up a charity and stuff like that. But it was that kind of general idea of wanting to leave the world better than we found it kind of mentality. And it was funny because Adara and I had never spoken about this with each other necessarily, but we'd obviously like come to a very similar like perspective of a goal in life. And gold, yes. Also, as a cool side note, Sarwit's entire case was also about proving he didn't see stuff from the door. Oh, bro, that is so old. Dar going well today? Yes. Trying to remember what she even said about work or anything. Yeah, she's had an okay. It was a bit, she had like an appointment this morning, so she had that appointment and then had to like come back and then she started her day, so it was a little off kilter, but she's happy. There's a little trick we prisoners know about, you see. As long as you leave your bracelet inside the door, you can lean out without triggering the alarm. That's how I was able to sneak through the window into the workshop door. Inside, I spotted the victim's dead body, which made me scream in fright. Okay, but why would you do that? So he's saying he was able to take a look next door because he had kept his arm inside the workshop as he leaned out. Please don't tell anyone about our little trick, especially not the guards, please. Is this all he was hiding? I'd better dig a little deeper into his testimony, just in case. Quack, quack. Guys, I keep thinking about video games that I'm looking forward to, and my brain just goes blah, 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 and it's like, I have to keep waiting. Can you, God forbid, I have to keep waiting for more new games to come out. But then I need to save money at the same time. It's a travesty.
Hold it!
Just press everything. Well, I suppose this allows you to enjoy a little taste of freedom. It does. To be honest, it's one of the few things that brings me joy anymore. A rather surprising source of joy, but rule breaking isn't exactly a demonstration of remorsefulness, isn't it? Oh, but I am remorseful. I always am. I'm a model prisoner after all. I'm beginning to suspect that he doesn't know what a model prisoner actually is. So, you use this trick to peek through the window. Nanitaska. Hi, Dom. Welcome home. Already updated my shifts again. What is he doing? Nothing changed? What changed? Hold up. Maybe if I close the entire... I might need to close the entire thing and reopen it. It's so he can sneak out of his cell and kiss his cell neighbors. Oh my god, I hope so. That's gotta be what it is, right? Oh no, we changed it for this week. Hold up. What did he do? What did he do? No. No, he didn't. What did he change? Nothing changed. What? What's happening? What's going on? Did he make an oopie day? Sorry guys, I'm just trying to figure out what's happening. That's right, I made sure the guard wasn't looking and leaned out the door. Yes, but why?
Hold it!
That's all the same. Hi. Sorry. Hi!
You know what did change?
What?
That you got awesomer.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was possible.
Oh, no, it's possible.
You're really pretty.
Thank
You got pretty.
Aw, thanks.
I really... Sorry, I just want to, like, admire... Before your hair fell in front of your face.
Uh-huh.
This particular look in particular always feels very, like, queenish to me. There is an elderly woman who comes to work, and she always has her hair, like, it's probably a little bit more, like, primmed up. It's a little shorter and stuff like that. But she always has like, she always wears, like, a bit of gold and stuff like that, and every time I just want to be like, my queen! Like, and I'm like, that's really weird. She doesn't know who I am. But I really want to, at some point, just say to her, I just want to say, you always look like a queen to me. Like, you are my Queen Elizababeth, you know?
I always
But again,
think
that's such a weird thing to
this
say to someone.
hairstyle is like the stereotypical female me starter hairstyle.
Wait, like in, like, My Sims or something?
No, in like me, which is now dead. M-I-I.
Oh.
Me characters.
Yeah, I can see that.
I miss the me characters.
You're adorable. You're adorable. Hi, Da.
Hi.
She's here.
I'm here. Now to go and watch more television.
Yay!
Before I inevitably pass out from the heat.
Yeah! Do you still have the fan on in the other room or not?
I just put it back on again.
Okay. Well, maybe it'll reach me
Maybe.
when I'm dead.
I'm sure I'll reach it before then.
Well, I'll go towards it.
Exactly.
I'll get up at some point and be like, anyway, I'm here for the fan.
When you start to move towards the light, move closer to the fan.
Now keep my door open. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Da. Have a good evening. What's your plan? Yeah.
Watch television.
Are you gonna watch more Demon Slayer?
I don't know. I want to put that on pause for a little bit, but I don't know what else to watch either, so.
Obviously, Netflix. Start rewatching Lucifer. Now's the time. Or the English version of The Empress or something. You mentioned that the other day. I got you, girly. Adara watched a TV show on Netflix called The Kaiserin, which is like the Empress. But she watched it all in German to try and like test how well she like picked up on the German words and stuff like that. Anyway, and now it's come out with like an English version, so yes. The Kaiserin. Or the Empress, whatever it is. Illegal smooches keeps him from doing a murder. I feel like that works for everybody. You know what I mean? Just kisses. Get kisses, no murder. Still trying to figure out what my boss changed, but maybe he just accidentally misclicked something. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that I'm doing 2 back-to-back full day shifts this week, but that's okay. I get the 2 days off beforehand, and I get to play D&D. How great is that? And as long as they haven't changed my tomorrow shift, then we're fine. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to like be 100% certain. Yes, I've got to end stream early today, guys. Don't let me forget. So in like 2-ish hours, I have to head to bed and somehow get to sleep in this fucking heat. Well, I have no idea what got changed, but oh well. And liking JoJo so far, I really don't care. But you can keep playing it and I will keep caring enough to stay in chat. And which is this much. Okay? Because I really don't care. I'm sorry. But as I said, I'm too awkward to just be like, all right, well, you guys are boring, bye. Like, I'm not gonna do that to you guys. I want to still hang out, but I'm like awkward. I'll be honest, I turned, like, the volume was like really quiet on stream, so even when I had it at max, I was still like, you know, I could just watch this other video at the same time. I was working on some editing, playing games, you know. I'm fine. It's okay, man. As I said, you can keep playing it. I just will... It's one of those things where there's, like, it's like the same thing with, like, the Avatar The Last Airbender or something like that. Like, there's a part of me where it's, like, culturally, as an anime-ition, as an anime watcher, I feel like there is very specific shows that I need to, like, get under my belt, effectively. And JoJo is one of them, just like how I need to eventually go back and watch, like, One Punch Man or something. Because a lot of people love it, so there's got to be a good reason for it, even though I think it's a very, like, probably, like, boy-coded thing. Even though in my brain, I'm just like, I hate it, I don't care, there's not enough intrigue, where's my romance? Like, I know there's Irina, but she sounds more like an Arena, if you know what I mean. No. I don't know if it was Irina or Arena. Like, I don't care. I have Apothecary Diaries to watch, you know what I mean? Like, I wanna watch Apothecary Diaries. Anyway. Why'd you make of an effort just to take a look? Thank you, this is the question I wanted. Oh, well, you see, I heard noises coming from next door, and that room was supposed to be empty, so I thought it was strange. And you went to look as soon as you heard these noises? Yes, of course, I had to see what was going on, so I went right away. I see. Are there any problems with what Mr. Sarwin just said? Yes. Because if there was a noise immediately, then that means, he should have logically seen the killer, right? Because it was instant death. You claim you looked into the next room as soon as you heard some noise. If that's the case, you must have seen more than just a dead body. Because the person who made the noises should have been in there too. You've got him quaking in his boots, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Sarwin, tell us the truth about what you saw. You do, of course, have the right to remain silent. But it would do little to dispel the notion that you were somehow involved in this crime. I'm sorry, I did see something else, but it's too insane to believe. I really thought I might have dreamt it, that's why I wasn't sure if I should mention it. Just tell us what you saw. God, but this man is impossible. What the fuck is happening? I need a hug. You got this. Remember, dude, you're gonna see Daisy soon, okay? You're gonna see Daisy, and Daisy loves you. Alright, just like Orb loves you. Orb. I just got an idea. No, don't give me good ideas, brain. Oh, I wouldn't know how to enact something like that. I was thinking, hear me out. What if I played Donkey Kong 64, but we have orbs on screen, and every time I switched Kongs, okay? Every time we switch Kongs, I could have, like, the different colored, like, the color-orientated orb, like, light up on the stream as, like, an image to indicate that I'm obviously DK. And it could be, like, orb, but he has, like, a little DK, like, tie, or, like, purple orb, and it has, like, little ponytails, and then, like, lanky, and it has, like, a little... such a good idea. It would take so much effort, and I wasn't planning on playing DK64 again this year, but now I want to, like... It's fine, we'll just... Plants. It's an adorable idea. It's a good idea. Write it down, quickly. Y'all, I just checked, and it's 31 minus 31 outside with wind, and I'm not ready to go move snow. What's it like over there? How are you not dying? 'Cause heaters? Or like, I don't know, whenever you guys describe like the cold, my brain just thinks, how are you not dead? You know what I mean? Because we're lucky to get to -1. Like -1 is cold. Like that's when this starts to be like ice on top of things and stuff like that. And then in like 31, like you should be practically dead, from my understanding. In saying that though, I saw a bunch of like really cute photos of like dogs in snow today, and it was so cute. So I guess if dogs can survive, humans can survive, but dogs are way cooler than humans, so obviously dogs should be able to survive every instance. Because heat is an insideness. If it gets too cold, my car won't start. No! You should give your car a hug! See, that sounds terrifying. I don't think I could deal with that. Imagine being stranded. I want to see Hershey play in the snow, but that is a pipe dream. Hershey's like, nah-uh, I ain't going out there. Are you kidding me? I'd have to drive her to the mountains. Why the mountains? But my boss drives me to work on those days. Well, that's nice. Hell yeah. Okay, wait. DK, sorry, 64 run, color orbs for Kongs. Image. Wow, guys, you know what that means. We're playing DK64 now. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So for reference, I usually do like a collectathon march over March towards my birthday. But this year I was kind of half planning on canning it because I'm like, I've done it a lot in the past. I'm now planning on I'm going away during March as well, so I might have a couple of days off, sorry. Actually, what days would they be? I think it's during the week. So I'm probably gonna be away for a little bit. Oh, that's not too bad. It's only, I'd be only missing out on 3 streams, so that's good. Maybe 4, depending when we have to. Maybe 4 if we have to leave early on the Tuesday or something, but... But yeah, I was half thinking about getting rid of it so we could spend time playing a different game, but now I'm like, we'll see. Because that's the only place with snow. It doesn't snow in SoCal. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. That does make sense. All right. It was that dog. And what I saw is the stuff of nightmares. That huge black dog had sunk its terrible teeth into the victim's throat. Maybe it just wanted a snack. That's terrible, Hannah. Alright, snack time. Snackers. What did you say? It was hellish. Utterly hellish. That beast, that awful beast, he killed him. Oh, suddenly I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. Jeepers creepers, that's awful. Talk about traumatizing. God, he is... I love him so much. I love him until I find out he does a murder, you know? That's how it goes with all people. I'll be back. Gonna go swear a lot outside. Bye! Good luck! I was like, why is that so specific? And then I was like, right, the snow. So there's a man-eating dog in the prison's animal population, is there? Claimed to have seen the dog biting the victim's throat. He doesn't seem to like me very much. It's interesting. I do not doubt that the dog probably had something to do with it. But there's, I mean, they still make it sound like his, sorry, not that. His brief analysis, here, of, like, the wound said that he was stabbed instantly, killed instantly by a stab wound to the throat. I feel like the difference between mauled by a dog and stab would be very different, okay? Like, the pattern of, like, the wound is vastly different. So there's still a very good chance that he was obviously still specifically stabbed. But then the dog walked over and I guess wanted a taste. I don't know. Or maybe the dog thought he was helping? I don't know. Like, quickly, stop the blood! And so it lapped at it. And I don't know, it's gross. It's all gross. Okay. That really is everything I know. You believe me, don't you? For now, this one seems too far-fetched to lie, even for you. I'd like you to append what you just told us to your testimony, if you don't mind. Very well. Forgot we were doing a testimony. Dogs would never kill. I'd hope so.
Hold it!
I'm the dog lawyer. Objection! I believe that. You're like, excuse me, Daisy did not steal those flowers. She obviously borrowed them, okay? She had fully intended on returning them, okay? You're sure this black dog was biting the victim's throat? Yes, there was blood everywhere. The beast's mouth was dripping with it, and... Oh, whoa, spare us the gory details, will you? What about the victim? Was he... Don't say it! Don't say it! Do you really need him to say that, Mr. Edgeworth? Okay, what was the punch for? I'm on your side here. Wasn't moving at all, he was just lying there. Meaning he was already dead. There was so much blood just oozing from his neck. Oh, he was dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger, just lifeless. Again, this doesn't make a whole heap of sense, because if this was the case, again, why did they accuse Simeon of the murder? Like, obviously you blamed the dog, get the dog kicked out, the end, right? Like, how did they come to Simeon being a possible suspect? Eek, enough already. Why do you have to go into every little detail like that? To give you a nice and accurate testimony, that is what you wanted, isn't it? Do you have proof? Daisy would never. Exactly. Shall I add what I said to my testimony, Mr. Edgeworth? Please do. It was awful, I tell you. Terrible! Oh, it was dead as a doornail, I'm sure of that. Not even the twitch of a finger. Just lifeless. Okay. Keep going. Just keep pressing. You paint a very vivid picture. Well, I had a front row seat, I suppose. I could almost feel the agony of the poor man's final moments. I don't think I'll be getting any sleep tonight, Mr. Edgeworth. You won't? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, and it's all your fault for pressing him for more gory details. I'll be having nightmares tonight myself. It's all still so fresh in my mind. Oh, I remember seeing this ring gleaming as it caught the light. It featured a snowflake motif in relief. Wait, hold up, that's not right. Couldn't we not see his body? Hold up, his hand was covered. So how does he know he was wearing a ring? Oh! Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold it. Excuse me, presenting evidence your, mischievousness.
Objection!
You really fell into it this time. A ring with a snowflake relief. Yes, I saw it. Clear as day. It was carved in such fine detail. My sister's phone is playing music. Adara, it's 9 o'clock. Interesting. Your testimony is certainly very accurate. In fact, I'd say it's a little too accurate. And what's wrong with being too accurate? In the middle. Sorry, it's so distracting. And once more, the circle turns. We're always here. Sorry, Wings, I have to hit the hay, go work tomorrow, and I'm the manager all day. Have a good night, and thanks for being awesome, Illy. Love you, Tap. Yeah, Illy too, buddy. Have a lovely good night's sleep, okay? Losing my mind, just a little, which is perfectly normal. Sprinkle positivity. May your day go brightly and welly. Welly, yeah. Chaz, keep. Hell to the fuck yeah. I mean this. You testified to having seen a ring with a snowflake design on it. And while the victim did indeed have a ring on his finger, see, exactly as I said, there is no way you could have seen it. Take a look at this photograph. As you can see, the victim's right hand was covered by a tarp. It would have been impossible for you to see his ring, let alone what design was on it. Unless, that is, you approached the door with the body and removed the sheet. You told us earlier you only took a look through the window in the door, yet you seem to have seen quite a lot from such a disadvantaged location, Mr. Sarwat. Who the heck do you think you are, Mr. Big Shot? Acting like you know it all. I mean, I saw what I saw, I swear. Oh, I know, the man's arm. It must have moved on the top after I peeked it.
Objection!
Nonsense. You already told us that can't have been the case. You said it yourself, the victim was already dead, and dead men don't move, do they? Ooh-wee! Is that the stench of desperation? I smell? What are you hiding, Mr. Sarwat? Tell us. No, you're wrong! I know what I saw. No! Why did you throw that at me? Gross. You couldn't let it go, could you? Had to keep on poking and prodding. You silent two-bit associate attorney! It seems the real Mr. Sarwat has finally revealed himself. Oh, that's quite the rug he was rocking. Came straight at you like some sort of flying black cat. Look, I'm just a sweet, innocent witness here. But are you really? Because I must say, I have doubts. Very serious doubts. What's that supposed to mean? You saw something that should have been impossible to see from outside the workshop. So how did you do it? That's simple. Is it implying that he was inside the workshop, or is he implying that he was... I mean, it must have been implying he's inside the workshop, right?
Take that!
You were in the same room as the body. That's the only way you could have seen the relief on the ring. Ha! Ha ha! So, what you want? You don't have a shred of evidence, do you? Nothing to prove I was in the room with the body? Anyway, you can't prove it, can you? Because I was in the next room over. Minding my own business and looking after the animals. Why else would I have signed out a pair of rubber gloves for fun? No, shut up. I want to see evidence that proves I was in the room with the body. The rubber glove. Is that what it's insinuating?
Take that!
Edgeworth's cringe is highly relatable. That's true. Edgeworth is the best boy. Remind me, Mr. Sarwet, what were you doing when you discovered the body? How many times do I was practicing my pet styling techniques. Of course. Then perhaps this rubber glove might mean something to you. That's... This glove was found by the victim's body. I believe it was dropped by the killer. And I can't help but notice you have a similar glove tucked into your apron. No, this one's different!
Hold it!
Yes, that one does seem awfully lonely, doesn't it? It's just a rubber glove. There's hundreds of them all over the prison. This doesn't prove anything.
Objection!
I agree. Not yet, perhaps. If I were to ask the police to check this glove for prints, can you check a glove for prints? I have a feeling the results would be rather fascinating. It's over.
Objection!
What the? That was pretty rad objection, am I right? Please, Fender, now is not the time for tomfoolery. I have a legit objection, because this isn't over. There's something that still doesn't make sense. A man here is a prisoner, right? And he's got one of those bracelet doohickeys on. That's true! How could he have left his workshop in the first place? His bracelet would have triggered the alarm if he'd tried. Right, we don't have a good explanation for that yet. Well, ain't you like to share, good buddy? We're all friends here. That's weird. He should be climbing onto that bracelet like the big round lifesaver it is. What way? As in, it's the best hope our wig-flinging friend here has for getting off the hook for murder. Sorry, can't get in the crime scene without a bracelet on. If it was me, I'd be arguing that for my life. And yet he hasn't had a set a peep about it. I wonder why that might be, The sound of silence. I suppose Ms. Law Priestess did preach that silence is golden yesterday, too. Whoa, you sounded like an actual attorney for a second there, Mr. Fender. The worst of times are when lawyers calmly show our biggest smiles. That's cute, I love that. Gregory told me that was a part of the attorney's code he lived by. So friend, what's the dealio? What's so coy about your bracelet? Well, to tell you the truth, it's broken. Broken? I fell over it a little while back, you see, and it hit it on the floor. After that, it didn't seem to set the senses off anymore. I should have told the guards about it, I know, but, well, it was awfully convenient. I see, so your bracelet is broken. But do they really break that easily? I don't think so. They said that they, like, give you an electrocution, don't they? Didn't they? Is that in here? If so, then this prisoner has a serious security problem. Well, you there, could we have a moment? Oh, I'm you just the cutest. It's this guy. Meow, how can I help you, sir? This prisoner's bracelet appears to be broken. What? Really? That's not good. I'll get someone to find a replacement right away. Thank you. We'll keep hold of the broken one for the time being. Of course, sir, I trust you. You'll take good care of it. Why? Pardon. Sweet. Bracelet sorted. Now to turn our murderer in, right, yeah? What? No, I didn't kill anybody. Oh there, Paleo. You were the one who said your bracelet was out of commission. Or there other inmates freely roaming the halls while everyone was busy watching the show. No, I just found the body. That's it. I promise. And when I did, the enormous dog still had his mouth wrapped around the poor man's neck. I only went into the workshop after the beast had left. And why did you go in? Oh, well, okay, fine. I wanted to go through his pockets, okay? He was going to rob the corpse. That explains why he remembers Knight's ring in so much detail. Hey, why are you looking at me like that? I'm a great thief. I never stoop so low as to steal from a... Well, I didn't steal anything either. The show ended just after I entered the room and all the other inmates came trickling downstairs thereafter. I panicked, rushed around to the other workshop, and started my fake screaming. Drop the glove in your haste, huh? Okay. Guess this all just about hangs together. Anything smell funky to you, Miles? Other than whether Mr. Sawit is the one who did it, I'd say one very specific question still remains. The question of how Knight made it into the prison proper from his holding cell in the detention center. That's the part that confuses me the most. You can't teleport a corpse. If only. Ooh, yeah, that one's a doozy. I also can't help but wonder about another key feature of Mr. Sawit's testimony. The dog. That dog's involvement can only mean one thing. Mr. Sawit. Yes? What is it? Were you the only prisoner who didn't go to watch the show? Well, no, there was one other who didn't. Am I right in thinking that this person couldn't have watched the show, even if he wanted to? Yes. How did you know? I knew it. I had my suspicions when we first ran into that black dog yesterday, but this confirms it. What? For a criminal that dangerous to end up in a place like this is unbelievable, but... Where is this person's cell? You're going to see him? Who are we talking about here? Is it gonna be, like, Von Karma? Him. He's not like the other princes, you know. He's special, gets treated like royalty. That could be. But you didn't hear that from me. All I say is if you value your life, you stay away from him. What? Will you please stop trying to scare us all the time? Big cheese, huh? Well, I for one definitely value my life, so that sucks. They keep him in maximum security. Which is over there. Great, now we gotta get more permission. Maximum security, well that's certainly one way of treating someone differently. Great. Alright, quit being so mysterious and tell us who he is already. Let's just say he's highly skilled when it comes to people's lives. Better than anyone, in fact. And that's all I'm prepared to say on the subject. In fact, I may have already said too much. Well, Milesy, anything you care to share, or are you going to leave Kay and I in the dark here too? The mysterious man in Maximum Prism is an old acquaintance. Let's go pay him a visit. I suspect we'll find our dark canine friend there too. How does he know this? I mean, I guess the dog doesn't like him, so maybe it's like, if this dog doesn't like him, then the person- I mean, it could be any previous murder though, too. If it's not Von Karma, what else is there? I don't know. Outside hurts, do not recommend. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Thank you for the warning. Is it Von Karma? I feel like it's Von Karma. It's gotta be, right? 12:41 p.m. Maximum security. Wow, it's pitch dark in there. I can't see a thing. But didn't you say the Yatagarasu takes flight even in the dead of night or something? Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. Oh, you're one powerful performer. Thanks, but that doesn't make me see in the dark. I'm human, not a three-legged raven. Eek! Oh god, why does the dog's eyes have to be lit up like that? Yep. Edgeworth. It has been far too long. You remember me? I could hardly forget now, could I? After all, you are the one who put me away. This has got to be Von Karma, right? What was Von Karma's voice? God, I don't remember Von Karma's voice. That was ages ago. I will not. You are the one who put me away. Mr. Edgeworth, are you talking to that dog? Or is there someone else in there? Still can't see a danged thing. Oh, but I'm forgetting myself. Forgive me, I do not often receive visitors. One moment, I will turn on the lights. Why'd you have the lights off? This isn't Von Karma. Why do you have a whole thing in here? E.T. Who is this guy? This is gonna relate to something in the past again, isn't it? It always creeps me out when animals' eyes glow in pictures and stuff. Same. It is positively terrifying. I'm always like, nah, I'm out. Sorry. Like, even when it's like my own dog, like, I love Rusty. He's adorable. But the moment, like, the light hits and he gives you, like, that look that's, like, reflected and it kind of looks like greenish, like, white light, I'm like, okay, I'm scared. I'm walking away. You are a heavy-footed lot. Am I right in thinking there are 3 of you in all? Very well. Perhaps we should start by introducing ourselves. I am Bohirhama Canis. What the fuck is happening? A new character. I really thought it was gonna be an old character. They even said it was an old acquaintance. It's gonna relate to like the next case. We'll go back in time to about this or something. Oh, hello. Oops, caps. That's okay, man. You can be emphatic. Go for it. Are you doing well, Ultra? I still feel like the music's too quiet. As you may have gathered, Mr. Edgeworth and I are old acquaintances. Carnes was a notorious assassin. Right. I had a feeling it might have been when they said that they were a pro at death, I was like, oh, maybe it's an assassin. But I was like, no, it can't be Shelley the Killer. We already know he's out and free. But yeah. Some knew him as the Blind Butcher. His only weapons were a vicious hunting hound and a fearsomely sharp knife. So this definitely seems to be pointing towards him doing the murder. The only question is how. His appearance was always announced by the sound of bells. Why would you let the dog be in this place then with him? Like, give him a bunny rabbit instead. The last sound his victims would ever hear. But this guy's already in prison, so like, what's the point of him doing a murder? Would he just get double imprisoned? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, am I to guess why you have come to see me? You know why I'm here. In fact, I'm willing to bet you know every detail of this sordid little affair already. Well, I suppose we have nothing to hide from one another. Doggo! Aww, it's so cute. This is my best bud. I call him Fang, and we've committed 32 murders together, okay? And by murders, I mean vanquished in chess. Is that villain a head shape? Right? I feel like that's a little rude, but you know what I mean. God, I still need to see Megamind. I've heard so many good things about the movie Megamind, and I still haven't watched it. Your faithful canine is currently the chief suspect in a murder investigation. The person who found the dog saw the person who found the body saw a dog with its mouth around the victim's throat. Your witness is mistaken. Helmut is a gentle soul. He is my eyes, nothing more. It is absurd to think that he would do such a thing, isn't it, boy? Yes, yes, you're a good boy, aren't you? I definitely feel like the dog doesn't look bad. Like, I feel like it's... I don't know. I really don't feel like the game has given me enough clues at this point. But in saying that, the other dude, like, the dude definitely saw a dog. It's altogether possible this dude found the body and then, like, left again. They were like, I don't know. Helmut is more than a mere seeing eye dog, and he's certainly no good boy. He's also a trained killer. Okay, so the dog is bad, theoretically. A weapon once used in this man's sordid trade. This witness of yours, he is trustworthy, I assume? Well, Sarwit is anything but trustworthy, and he's still very much of a suspect himself. I can hardly claim that his testimony is beyond reproach. No, then. I thought as much. Yes, I did. Helmut, yes. It figures that he already knew about our witnesses. What were you doing between 8 and 10 AM yesterday morning, Mr. Canis? For the show, you mean? I was here, ensconced in these humble surroundings. I've developed a passion for wood carving, you see. An obsession, even. I am engrossed in it all morning. And you have permission to engage in such a hobby. I can't believe anyone would actually let you. It's a good point. Who would give a trained killer a chisel? Also, what is with this? What is this like piece? This chess piece? Looks like a dragon, but a lion as well. Special chisel with a bell on it. The warden and I have an understanding. Does she kiss you? An understanding? That's ridiculous. This man shouldn't be allowed 1, let alone 5 chisels. There's nothing but lethal weapons in his hand. I was carving Buddhist pieces at first, but by the 675th, my interest had begun to wane. Whoa, that must have taken forever. Time is all I have, child. In any case, my focus has now shifted to pieces such as these. The chess piece? Oh, it's Cerberus. That's cool. Is that a rook then? Or it's not the king piece. Could be the queen piece, I guess. Just trying to see if there's any meaning behind this chess piece board. Ace Attorney. I switch. Seriously, you should, yes. So I bought a Steam Deck. My wife kind of hates it when I play with my deck at night before I sleep. Yeah, I mean, probably. She just wants to play too, man. Obviously. I mean, like, you should both be playing games together. You play too, do you not, Prosecutor? Perhaps one day you might indulge me. Although you may find my game rather rudimentary. I only began after my arrival here, I'm afraid. What's that piece? A dog with 3 heads? Ah, yes, the dogs of war. You must forgive my little joke. Chess is, after all, a game of war. Soldiers, knights, castles. All doing their utmost to protect the king. All loyal to the last. I always thought it strange that such a game has no place for a dog. I don't know, you can make the rook a dog. Maybe that's his idea. The rook is a dog. Or replace a knight with a dog. It's a very good point, though. After all, what more loyal weapon could an army call upon? Horses? You can ride a horse. I mean, that's what the knights are for, I guess. Still, it's simply, I mean, falcons. Trained falcons. The Cerberus is a knight about to take the rook. If that's not a reference to the last case, I don't know what is. I didn't pick up on that. Good job, Estania. Thinking of buying her own Steam Deck, so we can both play for honor and sword fight together and cross swords. Nice. Good plan. Horses kind of look like really big dogs. Exactly. By the way, everyone, I forgot to mention, I got a job! Really? I work at a toy store for the time being, but I'm not lying when I say I'm making 6 figures. What? I can't be right. For a toy store? Bro. Oh wait, it's a different country. That might be a little different. Or is it worse? Worse, quote unquote. Geek, I know what you're assuming. You missed the joke. What are you talking about? You mean you're making a toy? I got Geek's joke. What are you talking about, House? 6 figurines? Joke is I'm making toy figures, but it's alluding that I'm making money. But I don't have a job. What? It was for the sake of the joke, but I was so happy for you, man. Feel so betrayed. Nah. I was like, wow, you got a job. Good job. Oh, House, no. You know those jokes like that don't work on me. I'm just gonna take you seriously. Oh, man. I do hope you one day get a job making 6 figures. In a toy store, that would be pretty good, but like, wow. That's a lot for a toy store. Anyway, I play by the regular rules and with the regular pieces. I can't imagine it's easy finding opponents to play here in prison, though. Oh, I have my correspondence. Correspondence chess, then. Sharing moves by post. That sounds really painful. Thank you for the follow, Jess Heavy. Much appreciated. I'm gonna start playing soon, though. Not planning on anything beyond part-time at, like, a local place, maybe. Just do that while I focus on classes and get experience. That's good. Good plan. Pardon. Yes, even prisoners are allowed to send and receive letters. Their contents are inspected, of course. Although I have yet to receive the details of my current opponent's next move. Does that mean one of them was Knight and then he died? Wait, did I take a screenshot of the chess? No, I didn't. It's in the background. Oh, it is evidence. That doesn't make me. That doesn't seem good. Why? Maybe this guy did do it. Let me just have a look. Okay, so you're saying the Cerberus is a knight and it just took rook. But then that means another rook? No, wait. There's nothing in alignment that could have killed him, though, right? If that moves to there, then it's pretty much a... Why is there a second panel? Oh, whoa! That's so cool! Dudes, my rich bitch thing that I really want is my own personal, like, really fancy chess board. That's gonna be my rich bitch thing that you know I've made it, okay? If I talk about how I'm like, don't get me wrong, my sister and I, like, we bought like a Zelda chess piece, I'm pretty sure, like chess pieces and stuff. But they're not like a metal, they're like plastic and they're like very prone to breaking. But yes, I feel like I would totally do something like this. Anyway, the point is, once it gets the rook, right? Once the knight gets rook, there's like not much defending the king, like they're basically like cornered. Like you'd go move this to here and then this one, like you can move this guy to the side. He could, or could move it down. I guess like it's kind of a bit of a stalemate. Well, and when I say stalemate, I mean it would basically like just be taking one at a time. Like if this rook moves down, takes this pawn, then he can grab this one, okay? But then this guy will be here, and then he could like move to like, I don't know, here or something. Like, and then that could take that one. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how this would go. What would your next move be? That's the question. Sounds like this current opponent isn't a resident here. Okay. I suppose you know the identity of the deceased, Mr. Carnes? His name was Bronco Knight, was it not? Poor unfortunate soul. You keep your ear to the ground. My ears are all I have, Mr. Edgeworth. Why am I not surprised that he's plugged into the prisoner's information network? Perhaps he was not so unfortunate after all. What do you mean? Mr. Knight's crime was a grave one. A crime for which he would have been made to pay dearly anyway. The attempted assassination of a president. That is no small matter. Well, that's interesting, because that means he doesn't know the actual circumstances of why he died. Attempted assassination? Wait, Mr. Wedgwood, didn't Mr. Knight— Yes, we proved that that he murdered his team leader, and that there was no attempt on the president's life. Could it be? Are they attempting to cover up Mr. Wang's fake assassination scheme? What? Why? And what about the dude who actually— What? Whoa, wait, fuck the voice. Whoa there, cowboy. You were saying the Bronxster actually didn't have a pop at the press? I was hired to defend him on charge of attempted murder. No, he actually did a murder, but you mean you don't know what really happened? But what, they just blamed the whole assassination thing on Mr. Knight? It would explain why the committee was so keen to get involved. Of course, they took you off the case to try and keep you away. Swapped in the wiener guy to push through an attempted murder charge. Guys, I just want to say, no worries, Dad. I missed the joke too. Lol. Sounds like an interesting game. Makes me want to try it. It is a good game. This is a good game. I love it. I mean, obviously, like, this game has a lot of references to, like, the first trilogy, so it's like, you kind of have to play the first trilogy of Ace Attorney games. But at least it's— I think basically all the games are on— well, not everything, but most games are on Steam at this point, so you can buy the Ace Attorney trilogy. It's like a good— it's a good amount of, like playing through a storyline. You get it's like 3 games in one, and when it's on special it's like $20 or something. And then there's this game, and then there's Apollo Justice, so plain to play. He could get the other room in 2 turns. He could get the other rook in 2 turns. Edgeworth. Meow. I heard the siren song of corruption. Yeah. But the question is why? Like, obviously the other dude, the president, like, I don't know, like, the president seemed legitimately sad at finding out Wang was— well, the president was upset that Knight killed Rook. So why would he agree with letting that be kind of, like, covered up by the attempted murder charge? And not to mention, why go with, like, attempted assassination when, you know, still a dead body came out about it? You know, I guess they're just called, like, collateral damage in this regard, rather than, you know, the actual person who was the cause of the murder. But, again, like, why? Like, there's no— like, didn't he do it just to, like, increase his popularity? Anyway. In other words, they're trying to cover up the truth. So they really were trying to frame him. According to the guards, this night, was it? They tell me he was violently insisting that he had attempted no assassination. Which would have come out anyway when the case came to trial. I am no expert in legal matters, but allow me to say this one thing. I know for a certainty that he would not have been the first inmate imprisoned on false pretenses. Ooh, it's running deep. I like how this guy's coming out and just telling us. It's like awesome. I feel like the more, like, I feel like I want to say he's almost being too helpful. And obviously if there's false pretenses, I'm inclined to think there's someone else who's more likely to have done the murder. The question of who that is, I mean, probably, I don't want to say Fifi Lagarde, but it could be, because she is the prisoner warden. So she could have something to do with it. But yeah, this is really weird though too, because again, with everything that we're investigating, it doesn't even seem to imply at all that Simeon Sate is the one who did the murder, which is interesting because I mean it kind of makes sense though, because if you die in a prison, the only other people who probably like witness the murder are like other prisoners, and people like from an outsider perspective, you wouldn't want to like it's one of those things where it's like, how can you trust the word of an inmate, you know, while it's easier to point, like I'm saying, like no one's ever going to see inmates like testify, you know, like maybe. Interesting. Hi, Con. Praise the tiny chicken. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, 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 bark. Yes. Tiny chicken. I know for certainty. Oh no, wait, I read that. An uncomfortable fact, but a fact nonetheless. Yes, Helmut. Yes, it is. Yes. The courtroom is not always the bastion of truth you believe it to be, Mr. Edgeworth. No bastion of truth, I've heard something to that effect before. There's this beautiful man from, anyway. Yes, from a certain Interpol agent who doesn't have much faith in prosecutors. I'm still waiting for, that guy. The lion guy. I'm waiting for him to come back. The tiger man. Whatever his name is. Yeah! Lang! That's his name. I should have remembered that. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, too, are you? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. I love him. I never was able to fully dispel his mistrust of prosecutors. I think you did an okay job. Even Helmut understands, don't you, Helmut? Yes, you do. The truth's revealed in court in your deductions. It is dangerous to trust either implicitly. It's true. Chicken! Tiny. Yeah! Good job, Con. Woo! But I'm not bitter. You're not the first to make me a subject of unfounded suspicions in recent days. In fact, I was visited by another prosecutor only yesterday, who was accompanied by a judge. They even dragged the warden along, her distaste for me lingering unspoken in the air. Not those two again. The prosecutor Winner and Judge Gavel. They went over my cell with a fine-tooth comb, but they left empty-handed. They were looking for the murder weapon, I believe, to no avail. But I must take it personally. Rumor has it they searched every cell in the prison and still failed to find what they were looking for. I pray they weren't too disappointed. Yeah, I believe this. I 110% believe that this is the murder weapon. One, why would he ask for it? Like, if Knight is in prison and he wants to, like, get out somehow or something. Like, there's a lot of, like, oh, like, look, they're cute, you know. They're cute chess pieces, but how do I know there's not, like, I don't know, like a false lid on the top? You know what I mean? Is there anything hinting at anything? I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm 110% sure that there's a hidden weapon in here. And that's why I was laying beside him, because that only makes sense. Yeah, like, who's to say there's not, like, another button you can press? Or maybe one of, like, the ends come off of the Knight and King? I'm pretty sure. It'll fry up good. How dare you? That's a cute chicken. Don't come near my chicken. Wow, that's a character design. You mean this guy? Or do you mean the something else? You guys see it too, right? The truth, the chicken. This is not going to be worth eating, okay? Alright, he's very small. Even if I ate him, like, he wouldn't do much, you know? Well, that posed more questions than it answered. What do we do now? So its testimony is flimsy at best. I'll need more proper evidence if I want to take Canis on Canis, whatever. I think that's quite enough chit-chat for now. Day. Helmut, we'll show you out. Good boy, Helmut. Go on now. He's not showing us out permanently, right? Let's get out of here, come on. I like I'm just thinking. Until next time, Mr. Canis. It does pain me that our brief time must end, just as we were becoming reacquainted. I await your return, Mr. Edgeworth. Okay, he's still hiding information. Alright, come on down. Now to gather evidence I need to bolster my case. Mr. Edgeworth. I love her. That's the best hiding spot she can find. It's alright, Kay. You can calm down now. Yo, what an animation. Where's Fender? He ran off somewhere. I had no idea he could move that fast. Fender. So, what do we do now? But it's popcorn chicken. Thousands are sold and devoured every day, but just one? Are you saying that if you got a box and it was just one popcorn chicken, you would be satisfied with that? Ma'am, get down. Night, take care, and be nice to chat. I will be. Alright, good night, Alda. Sleep well. I gotta go to bed. Soonish. You and I will continue the investigation, and I know just where to start, by solving that one particular mystery that's been dogging us this whole time. Knight's body was found in one of the prison workshops, but it was presumably being detained in one of the detention center's holding cells. So how he wound up on the other side of those heavy security doors? Let's start by investigating the holding cell. Yes, finally! I'm sure he'll find us when he's ready. Sure, but he's kind of our boss, isn't he? Oh well. The victim's cell is right over there. Lead the way, Mr. Edgeworth. Beep, 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 beep. No one's gonna stop us, right? I've had just about had it. Who's that? Oh. The Warden Laguard. She must have come from the corridor marked no entry. Still not talking, ma'am? Even with the evidence you borrowed from the precinct? Never mind. No, and I've tried so many times, I've lost count. Wait, is that the voice I gave her? Shit. I've lost count. What am I supposed to do? I can't send in a blank report. I guess a killer for hire was always going to be tough nut to crack. A killer for hire? Oh. Did I give her a French accent? Yes, I like chicken. I do too. I couldn't help overhearing Warden Lagarde, but were you talking about Bohidma Harmacanis? My, were you listening? A very gosh of you. A girl's privacy is her armor, you know. Do you normally conduct interrogations of the man yourself? Oh, it is not just him, darling. I try to have the occasional tete-a-tete. Is that how you say it? Tete-a-tete? I think it's tete-a-tete. Like, if my memory serves me right. Cat? No. Who was it? Was it a sterile? Someone said if there's like an E at the end, it's probably not pronounced. A tete-a-tete sounds more familiar. It is not about him, darling. I try to have an occasional tete-a-tete with everyone you see. That's what it means to be a member of the family in this little home of ours. Yeah, she definitely did it. There isn't a person who hasn't made the pilgrimage to my office at least once. Your offers. How sweet and angry for an invite. Oh, I suppose it is the hottest ticket around. It's down this corridor here, darling. But FYI, I don't just let anyone wander in willy-nilly. Let's see, that'll put it right around here. It is interesting that that seems to imply that it's like connected to this area somehow. It's a wonderful room, if I do say so myself. All my guests rave about it. New one of you of my fabulous garden and the yard. Ooh la la. Yard? If it's anything like the rest of the place, it's probably full of adorable animals, right? Can I see? Oh, darling, it's so sweet of you to take an interest, but I'm afraid that's just not possible. Why not? Because you're not a member of our home. If you want to see it that badly, you just have to get convicted for doing something unspeakable. That's a rather steep price to pay. Oh, but just listen to me chattering away like there's no tomorrow. We're definitely breaking into our room at some point. It's time for Allie's lunchy brunch. The poor dear will be dying. Allie. Sweetest little dear in all the world. I know I shouldn't have favorites, but you know how it is. Aww, that's so cute. Now, to the yard with me. Ciao for now, darlings. So, Han, how about that Monster Hunter? Good times, yes. Hell yeah. Why? What about it? Do you just mean, like, Wilds? Monster Hunter Wilds is gonna be pretty good. And off we go. What the hell is this? Looks like a menu. There's a mirror here showing exactly where the camera is. All of them. All of the monsters. All of the hunts. Oh, okay. Well, yes. I do really enjoy Monster Hunter. It's a great time, and I look forward to playing more with you, Jaden, and Kirsty in the future. All the time. Constantly. Honestly, I need Monster Hunter Wilds now. I almost bought it today, but alas, I need to be better. I'm probably gonna wait another week or two. Maybe. It's fine. I'll probably end up buying it like a week beforehand. Pookie Pookie. I do love me some Pookie Pookie. I wonder if Pookie Pookie will be in the next game. I would like to see, so it's interesting because sometimes I'm like, oh, I'd love to see, you know, this game in the newest Monster Hunter. But then I also think, oh, but Pookie Pookie was in like wait, was he? Now I'm questioning it. Pookie Pookie was in, yeah, it was both in Rise and Worlds. So in my world, so I'm wondering like, oh, maybe Pookie shouldn't be in Wilds because, you know, it was in both of those games. So maybe it's time to let that one sit and have a new one introduced, you know what I mean? Dodogama D's nuts. Dodogama needs to be in it. Shh, don't remind Han about the Dodogama thing. It's too late, I already remembered. The moment he said it. If Dodogama isn't in the new game, I get a plushie. But I want to see Dodogama in the new game. Like, think about how cute he is. He's always so cute. He's gotta be there. Surely. Or like, does Dodogama ever have like an alternative form? Imagine it, right? Dodogama, but he's like all oiled up, set on fire within like the oil area thingy, the oil basin area. Wouldn't it be cool if there was like on fire Dodogama? Like, it all looks different. Like, he's fiery. So, this is Knight's cell. When you think he was brought in, Mr. Edgeworth? It would have to been the evening of the 25th, just after the events at the lake. And then at some point, he wound up in the prison proper. But how? There must be some evidence here that will point us in the right direction. Alright, let's get looking, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, yeah! I want to know what this is. Is this like a hole or is this like a photo? I'm gonna save because I think it's been a while. Doo-doo Gama. Wow. Are you prepared to say are you prepared to say those words in front of Jaden? Do you want to break his heart? I didn't think so. A standard barred window, no signs of it being tampered with. I don't think there's any chance of our killer escaped through here. Aha! Must remember to bring something to saw through iron bars with. As they say, fail to prepare, prepare to fail. Glad I got the chance to scope this place out. Okay, you can't bring a saw into your... anyway. Okay, we're investigating a crime scene, not preparing for your eventual escape. The toilet. The bowl is nice and spotless. And there are no signs the toilet paper has been used. Well, that's odd. He was here for 3 days. Everything seems to be in order with this toilet here. What? Are you serious? Why? What's wrong? There's no door. There's not even a curtain. Whoever designed this place should have thought a little more about the people who have to live here. I think there may be a reason behind the open plan layout. A lapel. A ripped newspaper. Hey look, the newspaper's got a chunk of it missing. You're right, a few of its pages have been roughly torn out. But why? Maybe Mr. Knight wanted to clean his cell, but didn't have a cleaning cloth? It's not totally implausible theory, I suppose, but who would try to clean their cell? I would. That bitch would be spotless. This must be Knight's suit jacket. So I'm doing some research on my own. Oh, and what have you discovered? I've discovered that guys who look good in suits tend to be popular with the ladies. It's fucking true. Wear suits, guys. Always. No, you don't understand. I'm pitching the new variant. Oh, okay. Doo-doo. Like a poop one. You know what? Maybe. With Kongala, like, it'd kind of be like a good matching pair, you know? But don't worry. Guys with frilly neck ruffles are next on my research list. Please stop. Nothing about the lapel? That's odd. This bed doesn't look very comfortable. But that pillow cover is very clean, spotless in fact. I bet this is the kind of bed Gummy sleeps in. I can just picture it, can't you? No, I sense he's more of a mattress on the floor type. Oof. So nothing suspicious about the really clean thing. Anything about the floor? Ah. There's something different about this spot here. This part of the floor is weirdly clean. Did someone wipe it down or something? I didn't even notice that. Why would someone do the part right next to the bed though? Try lifting up the floorboards. Lift up the floorboards. Lift up the floorboards. Hold up. Oh, sorry. Chess. I do want to get back to that conversation. Can I... maybe not. It's fighting gorilla and armadillo and Rise. Ugh, I hate that fucking armadillo. Hate him. Terrible. Worst dude ever. I'll take on Gala, but the armadillo? No thank you. Alright, talk to the girl. I want to see what you say about chess. Chess is pretty popular pastime in here, huh? I mean, Mr. Knight even asked Simeon to bring him his chess set. I'm afraid I have to disagree. In fact, as far as I can see, only 2 people were so enthralled as to own a chess set, Mr. Knight and... Oh, you mean the scary guy? Yes. Could it really be a coincidence that they're both such great fans of chess? Interesting thought. A second chance at life. Interviews with a former prisoner. Can I just say, again, this guy is only locked up in case of, like, he still needs to be convicted. Like, this feels like an intimidating amount of books to do so. Life as a pet stylist. 200 Days to Freedom and Escape Story. Understanding Animal Emotions. You'll Laugh Tomorrow, an anthology. Making money while serving time. A second chance at life. I want to see this. Hey, look at the weird piece of paper. There's some sort of grid on it. Let's take a closer look. It's the game! No! Oh, shit! And that's why he was moving into position here, right? Wait, that's him, right? What next? Rook? No, pawn to g6, which is g6. G2. Bishop to G2. Oh, it's a bishop piece. Wait. Sorry, G2. Interesting. So there's a good possibility that there's like an entire like films, there's like an entire like syndicate meticulously being like organized and controlled by the bad dude from prison. Maybe. Oh wait, should I have inspected that? Sorry. The grid appears to be a chess diagram. The victims, I suppose. What's a chess diagram? A visual representation of a game of chess. See how the locations of all the pieces are marked? I feel like 200 Days to Freedom would be a contraband in a prison. I agree. Why does the desk have a ball and chain, lol? I didn't see that. Nice cell. Wood floors and all. Hell yeah. Not terrible. This seems to be a closely fought contest, but perhaps if this pawn were— no, wait. Not now, Mr. Edgeworth. This is no time to be playing games. Yes, I suppose you're right. This is the first time I've seen this configuration of pieces. Exactly. Which is weird because this piece was like here, wasn't it? Right? Because those are all pawns. And the knight. But this guy was about to be taken by this one. Which basically means this. Wait, if that's a rook. But those two rooks were in that configuration. So this— that doesn't make any sense. It said move to G2, which means— oh, maybe it's saying it's gonna move back. Wasn't it here though? Because it moves like an L. Oh wait, no, it's a bishop. So there's a good chance that it moved diagonally. But then it's the wrong type of bishop. Isn't it? Hold up. I should stop looking at this from memory. No, this is the bishop. Oh, so it's saying it's already been taken. So the rook is on that side. But the weird thing is that it doesn't have any indication of who killed it, right? So he's actually already removed that piece from the board. So the piece just disappeared from the board at all? Completely? But why do that? Because it was supposed to take this, right? Well, at least that was the implication, right? Okay, so Astania said that this seemed to imply, you know, again, the knight taking rook's life, right? Which makes sense. So that's the move that was about to happen. But instead it wasn't. So what? Was it the rook? The other rook took him out and then back, but then the other rook should be gone. So what's it implying? Or is this just in the past? It's from a different perspective, but it was definitely the same game. Oh, I don't like it at all. I don't like it one bit. It's so suspicious. we save? Is Cerberus a knight? Yes, that's the implication. From the placement over here, it's implied that it's a knight. I think they did say it was a knight. So it was lined up to take this place. To take this piece, is the point. It was lined up to take this piece, but then magically vanished, which either means someone else must have had to try and kill it. But the only one in alignment to do anything like that is this rook, which means there's someone on this side that betrayed him? Maybe? Taking out their own? Anyway, does this want to relate to this?
Eureka!
The chess game, I've seen it before. Now for the chess chat, Mr. Edgeworth. We're supposed to be investigating here. Focus. I am investigating. This particular piece of chess chat could prove to be vital. Now, take a look at this. Can you tell me what it is? It's the chess set we saw in Mr. Canis' cell. But I don't really know the rules of chess, so the rules of the game are not important here. What is important are the positions of the pieces. I have Za. Are you okay, House? So I may or may not have been distracted by the rookie. I totally believe that. Enjoying it? Compare the ones in Mr. Canis' cell with these. Do you notice anything? Oh. I don't know which place is which or whatever, but if you turn the diagram around like this, they're pieces in the same squares. Exactly. All except missing the knight. That could have been a new piece though, now that I think about it. Maybe he put the dog, maybe it's indicating that the knight is the dog and it was a new piece in the puzzle, maybe. Because he was saying he only just got into chess, so he's adding pieces. So there's a good chance that he just put the dog on the board randomly, poised to take a rook. Like everything's in position to take down this rook. Question is, again, who is the opposite? That's kind of like the interesting question here. Who is the opposing side here? Is it like Miles Edgeworth and like his group of people? Is there like a crime syndicate versus the committee of like prosecutors and stuff? Like what's the dealio? House is the Tsar Lord now. Okay. I humbly accept this honor. Oh, I had pizza. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I applied to join the Tsar Lord's Guard. Constantly supplied with pizza. As someone who had pizza twice last week, can I also be on the Tsar Guard? Like Zyguard. Approved. You're in charge of explosive division. Why explosives? Indeed, there's no dog in the diagram, but that's to be expected. Apart from that, however, the positions of the pieces are identical. And what does that tell us? Oh, I have my correspondence. As unlikely as it seems, Mr. Canis' chess opponent was Mr. Knight? I'm the thing that confuses me is what next? Rook. No. Pawn to g6? Which means the only thing he wanted to do forward was do this. This could just be the proof to show that Mr. Canis had a connection to the victim. Yeah. Wow, that's a lot of books. Let's take a look. You'll Laugh Tomorrow, an anthology, Understanding Animal Emotions, Life as a Pet Stylist. Maybe it's more to Mr. Knight than we had met the eye. Sadly, I don't think these were his. They were likely specially selected and placed here for the detainees. I studied mining engineering. I know more about explosives than most people, so... This is your calling! Right, okay. Well, enjoy the pizza division. 3 copies of 200 Days to Freedom, eh? Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what's, like, behind it, but I don't know if that's relevant. What's the hope that they would want to better themselves during their time here, hmm? A second chance at life. Interviews with a former prisoner. These books appear to have been written by current model prisoners and former inmates. That's kind of cool. Oh, I like this one. 200 Days to Freedom, an escape story. And this one too, making money while serving time. This facility may have more deeply rooted problems than I thought. Can't check behind it. Oh, what's a menu doing here, Mr. Edgeworth? It seems that those held in the detention center are able to choose what they like to eat each day. But why does it look like this? Like, even this looks like you could bash someone over the head with it. If they can afford it, that is. Money makes the world go round, I guess. That doesn't make life super easy for rich detainees. But doesn't that make life super easy for rich detainees? She figured it out. She figured out the floor of capitalism. We're so proud of you, Kay. Yes, it is a problem. Anyway, well, Kay, bear in mind that the people held in these cells haven't been found guilty yet. Some of them don't deserve to be punished. Quite a few of them, in fact. So you're saying it's fine that people with money don't have as hard a time of it as everyone else? Oof. How did I wind up defending the practices of the detention center system? A discussion for another time. A discussion for another time. Maybe wait for a John Oliver episode. That will be much more preferred. It does have a chain and ball. That's kind of cute. Reflected in the mirror is a security camera? Great Thief's greatest enemy. Nothing about this place is very thief-friendly, so I'm being honest. I think that might be entirely deliberate, Kay. Guard, I'd like you to retrieve the footage from the security camera and review it as carefully as you can. If you see anything out of the ordinary, inform me immediately. Yes, sir. Love the understated humor. And yes, Kay, congratulations. It's so good, I love it. Is there anything else for me to inspect, or... I mean, what's this piece of paper on the thing? Not important, I guess. And again, I kind of wanted to know what this hole and or picture this was, but I guess not. Can I walk out? I guess I gotta put pieces together. This part of the floor has been wiped clean. Maybe he spilled some grape juice. Sure, buddy. Who knows, but we can certainly imagine what he used to do the wiping. The torn out pages of that newspaper. Why wouldn't he just ask a guard for a cloth or something, though? Perhaps he didn't want anyone to see what he was wiping up. Blood? Can I inspect it? No! Let me inspect the floor! I think we've about exhausted this cell. What else would he be? The dog slobber? Like, we've made significant progress by establishing a connection between Mr. Carnes and the victim. This is bad, sir. Is that the guard? The security camera footage, sir. I watched it and what is it? Can you show it to us? Yes, sir. I have a small playback monitor with me. What? Are you holding it? Just gonna save. Vent. Convenient, lol. I know, right? Look at my pocket-sized monitor. AKA a phone. Yo, they're up in their details. He was attacked by the dog. But that made it look like it came from the door. From the window, right? What was that? Can I go back and watch it already? Shit, I accidentally opened Chrome. We're doing great. Okay. That black thing, it's the dog, right? Until now, our assumption was the crime had taken place inside the prison proper. But it seems that assumption may have been wrong. Knight had actually been attacked in this location. Oh, over here somewhere.
Take that!
Right in the detention center. And the perpetrator was indeed Mr. Carnes' dog. This is just the evidence we need. Look, let let me look. Let me look again. Because it's still kind of shadowy, isn't it? I can't replay it. Why doesn't it let me replay it? And this is where Knight was actually murdered. Then one of the pieces of evidence we found here in his cell takes on a whole new meaning. Right. If Knight's cell was the crime scene, which piece of evidence takes on a new meaning? All of it? The door, the top, the bracelet? I wasn't expecting it to test me. We know the top was like used to carry the body around. Potato chip camera. On phone, yes, that makes more sense. Well, they don't, actually, yeah, no, I think this whole thing is based in like the 90s. The point is they probably didn't have phones yet, I think. Which piece of evidence? No. No. No, no, no. I think it means the top. I'm going to say it's the top. Or the rope.
Take that!
Ah, fuck. Okay. I couldn't save beforehand. Well, I think I did, but that's fine. Should I have reread that? Hold up. History. No, no Helldivers. One of the pieces of evidence we found here takes on a whole new meaning. Which piece of evidence takes on a new significance? The dog, the tarp? Not the top. What? But that makes so much more sense. Wiped clean floor is the obvious one though. Oh. I guess so. It's just that we just got that evidence, so my brain was kind of like, not yet. Like, I don't know, like if the dude died here, like I feel like more of the floor would have been wiped up, right? And also, who did the wiping up? The dog?
Take that!
The floor of Knight's cell was wiped clean, presumably to remove something. Could that have been his blood? It would have, it's fucking wood! It's wood! It wouldn't come out that easily. Ugh. You know what, it's fine. Whatever. Guys, I'm just telling you, if you bleed on wood, okay, and leave it for even like a minute, even if you just grab some fucking newspaper and dab at it, it's not going to remove the remains. Overthinking a little. I know, but like, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's fine. And like, I thought it was going to be like a hidden panel under the floor, you know? By potato chip camera, which was meant to be TV, not camera. There's an episode of Death Note where the protagonist watches news on a TV hidden on a potato chip bag so he can kill criminals he has no way of knowing about. He watches them on a potato chip bag. A TV hidden in a potato chip bag. Did not know that. I take a potato chip and eat it. I do remember that. I know that. Thank you, officer. Would you mind doing me one more favor? Name it, sir. There's a detective by the name of Gumshoe somewhere in this facility. I need you to give him a message. Tell him to have this cell tested for traces of blood and report the results to Edgeworth. You got it, sir. Now we can really go after this Carter's guy, right, Mr. Edgeworth? No, not yet. We still don't know how Knight and the dog moved between his cell and the prison proper. Right, so that's what we need to figure out next. What's the play, coach? Where are we off to? I suspect one of the guards might know something. We should ask those posted nearby and see what they have to tell us. I'm really disappointed that I can't rewatch this though. I really wanted to rehold it. To rewatch it. Okay, time to get asking, huh? My boy! Yes! Let's go. Thanks for the tour. Later. Hi. How's it going? He had to come back. Well, well, Mr. Prosecutor and his little friend. Unexpected to run into you here. Must be my lucky day. This is Agent Shi Longlang of Interpol. He was in charge of a case I worked on 2 weeks back. Yes, it was literally 2 weeks ago. Kind of thing you... Now we work on finding hidden passages, right? Yeah, right? The kind of finish you put on a hardwood floor is not going to soak up blood. You use really intense finish or something you're walking on. Exactly, Rashkavar, you understand, okay? I'm not crazy. Wood's not going to absorb like fucking blood that well. Death Note, so funny story. I watched one episode out of order randomly because it was on, the episode was in the middle of the series and uniquely didn't spoil anything. Wow. Yeah, when the fix said I touched Phoenix's badge and everything went to shit in short order, it means it. Also, I now want to kind of reread it now. Go for it, girl. Listen, I won't tell your boss, okay? It'll be our secret. I thought he had gone home to Zhangfa after that, but here he is. You have some business to take care of, I take it, Agent Lang? You could say that. Nothing that need concern you, though. First a black hand, now a wolf all in black. Hey, wait, why are you all alone today? Don't you remember? That's true. He's usually accompanied by an army of police officers. I hear you were at it again a couple of days back, sticking your nose into things. A couple of days back? He means the incident with the president of Zhangfa. Actually, I thought you might be there as well, heading up the security detail. I certainly did. Our president doesn't have much faith in the efficacy of his own country's police force. Maybe now he'll think twice before using contractors again. Amateurs. Agent Lang doesn't have much faith in prosecutors or the courts to do their job right, which is why he's so meticulous about investigating with his hand-picked cream-of-the-crop officers. Indeed, no doubt things would have turned out differently had you and your men been in charge. My men, huh? Yeah, those guys aren't around anymore. I killed every single one of them with a fine toothpick, alright? They were fucking useless to me, so I got rid of them, one by one. With kisses. What? They're not here! It's funny, isn't it? I'm a real lone wolf now. Yeah, I'll be your other wolf. Oh, I'll do it. I'll be your wolf, okay? I'll help you out. Do all the things. Ha 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 ha. What are you saying, Agent Lang? What on earth happened? I told you, it doesn't concern you. See you around, Mr. Prosecutor. I'm a defense attorney now, and it's fine, whatever. I shouldn't worry about it. I know it's only for like 2 days, but I need to get into the role. I need to get him to know. Defense attorney, associate, Edgeworth. It's gonna be great. Maybe. I mean, therefore it wouldn't be bloodstained because it would just sit on the surface where it's easy to clean up. Relatively, of course. Well, maybe. Speaking of killing with a toothpick, right, I started replaying Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's somehow both better and worse than I remember. Right? Oh my god. I one time tried to go back and like play it, and it was weird because like, I feel like in the game, if you're on land, you're having a good time. But if you're on the ocean, don't get me wrong, like going around and like having like fights with the different like boats and stuff like that is good, but going from like point A to point B a lot of the time takes time, right? Like it's kind of like you're in one location, you gotta travel to the next place. I mean, the shanties are fucking on fleek, mate, but like I don't know, like it's weird. Like I feel like there's an element of the game that is amazing and really cool and everything, and then there's this other element of like I'm bored and I don't know what it is. I don't know how you feel. I mean, that's just Wind Waker-itis. Yes, but Wind Waker is good because it's cute. It's inevitable in any Archipelago set adventure game. That's true. That's why Odyssey is a pain in the ass. I mean, it's kind of disappointing because it really takes you out of the action. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a big fan of, like, you know, you have a large piece of land, you go from point A to point B, you know? While obviously, you know, if you're in an archipelago setting, you have to, like, stop, get on your boat, and you're traveling, like, ages just to go to a location. Wow, he seems not okay. Wow. Yes, and I would very much like to know why, but there's nothing we can do about it right now. We'll worry about Agent Lang later. We have an investigation to conduct. Alright, let's start by talking to these guards. Is it bedtime yet? It's not quite bedtime. I do need to go to the toilet though, unfortunately. What does this say? Why is this piece almost falling out? Doorways. Oh, I know what that is. Okay. Mount and Blade is a game with a lot of good ideas, and I feel like struggling to make the landing. I have the second one, but I haven't gotten into it yet. Maybe the second one's better. I had a friend who really liked Mount and Blade, and I tried watching it, and I was like, no. I don't get the appeal at all. Sorry. Not my vibe. Okay, I need to go to the toilet. I thought I was gonna be able to hold out until the end of stream, but I can't. I'm sorry. I'll be back. Guys, it's fucking hot. Need it to stop, please. Dude, it's so nice in the other room. It's nice and cool. Hi, Ashley. Good morning. Early morning, late night, never know. Good to see you. For me, the part that's better than I remember is the story. I didn't even know there was a story. I find I have a... Oh, wait, no, you're talking about... Sorry, I thought you were talking about Mountain Blade for a second. That's better than I remember is the story. I find I have a lot more patience for Kenway's whole people should be at liberty and I'll murder the fuck out of whom I please shtick than I did back in the day, though I'm not far enough in yet to be a part of where I was like, yeah, no, Kenway's an asshole, fuck him. What's worse is just all the little game design refinements that we've figured out since. Menu input lag, no note of secondary objectives sometimes, etc. I think I know what you mean. No, it's weird. I really liked Black Flag. Is this spoilers? Have you played it before? Well, you seem to be insinuating that you're... I don't know if this is spoilers. The thing I really loved... Spoilers. This is your warning. The thing I really loved about Black Flag was how special it felt to join the Assassin's Creed. And that's the most... And that is, I honestly feel like, where all of the games that come after it are devastating in comparison, right? Because Odyssey, Origins, I mean, maybe Origins kind of does it okay because they're like the beginning of like building it, but Odyssey, there's like no sign of it. Like, and then like Valhalla is only like, hey, here's the blade at the beginning, and then they're just like hanging out on the side. My point is, the most exciting thing about Assassin's Creed is joining the Assassin's Creed. Joining them, okay? And the moment when you're playing Black Flag and you actually get to like join the people is so cool, because they're like, you've been walking around wearing our clothing and taking our kills. We don't approve of that. But we'll forgive you if you complete this test. And you're like, oh my god, okay, they were upset with me, but they're impressed enough by me to not kill me, so if I just pass this test, then I am like the coolest. And then you like officially join them, and that's so cool. It's like join the Dark Brotherhood. Exactly. Kenway's joining the Assassin is a long journey. It is. It's not until like halfway into the game, if my memory serves me right. It's definitely like very later on compared to everything else that happens beforehand that I don't quite remember or not. But it's so cool. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's like one of the things that happened before the final sequence of the events. I never quite finished Black Flag, unfortunately. I got to like... I think I got to like a ship battle. I had to do a really dramatic ship battle. And I got all prepared for it, and I still died to it like multiple times, and I was like, fuck this, I don't know how to defeat this Blackbeard ship. Anyway, what bothers me is that to this day, ship combat in Ubisoft games have not been as good since 11 years ago with Black Flag, not even for Skull and Bones, a fucking pirate game. Okay, they fucked up with that. I still think it's good. I still think it's pretty good in Valhalla, specifically because it just feels like a feature. You know what I mean? It's just like a fun, like, hey, you can ram your boat into the front of this place, and then you can like be like charge, and then you charge in and you have like axes like raised high and you attack the place and you raid it. Like that part feels cool. It is a nice just little addition, you know? It's not everything. Versus Odyssey made it way too dramatic, too much, like way too much water. Like please, I know it's normal for that part of the world, but it's kind of like, please no. Rogue was Black Flag engine, but slightly refined. I don't know anything about Rogue. Admittedly. But yeah, you know, like, I think that's the thing. Like, and it'll be interesting to see with the new Assassin's Creed game, because I feel like every single time I see more stuff around Assassin's Creed Shatters, it looks really good to me. But with either Shatters or any future Assassin's Creed franchise stuff, I think they really need to kind of hype up. They need to bring back the Assassin's Creed full force, not worry about all the other like lore related stuff, and just make it feel special. You know what I mean? Like just make it feel like more, you know? Buckle gun is more fun with swivel gun. Fire oil is better than fire barrels. And the Morrigan, the ship, actually looks like it didn't recently face a hurricane. Okay, I had to find out something about plot, but now I'm unwinding before bed. Good job, Aelin. I mean, I need to go to bed soon, but it's good to see you. If Shadows doesn't do well, then Ubisoft is over. It kind of feels that way, right? I played the hell out of AC2. Nice. Boop. Hi, Ashley. I'll take a remaster. They did- oh no, you're talking about Splinter Cell. Okay, not Assassin's Creed. I was gonna say there is a- well, there's a remake on PC for Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but that's fine. Hi. Is it a- I'm sleepy. I was gonna say, is it an early morning for you, or is it a late night? But yeah, no, I definitely feel like, I mean, from what I've heard, they're, with Ubisoft, they're aiming to make, like, after Assassin's Creed Shadows, they're going to try and refocus and make more OG stuff. And I really hope, or stuff that apparently was going to be more like Assassin's Creed Mirage. And I only played a little bit of Mirage, but I think it's a more, like, focused game from my understanding. It's a shorter game. It's a shorter game, more focused on just, like, one area, one small section of the map, rather than trying to do, like, this whole big RPG that encompasses, like, an entire section of a country. I'm sleepy. 3:30 a.m. So your choice. But did you just wake up, or are you going to bed? Go to bed, Ashley. Go get that sleep. It's calling your name. Probably. Hopefully. Go to sleep. I go to sleep. I need to go to bed soon too. This is probably a good place to leave it, but yeah, here's to hoping Assassin's Creed figures that shit out. Because I love Assassin's Creed. I really do. And I'm looking forward to Shadows as much as I enjoy any of those games. There's a recent thing that came out about Ubisoft outsourcing their dev work overseas. I think I remember hearing that. That was probably you. Why does a company with like 30k workers need to outsource their work? Genuine question. I know, right? Ghost of Tsushima, I did. I love it. I'm planning to replay it this year, or at least replay a bit of it before Ghosts of Yotai comes out. Whenever that's announced. Kenway gets invited to visit the assassins maybe a third of the way through, but he makes an ass out of himself and basically gets told, okay, you're not our mortal enemy. Maybe we can use you a bit, but we still fucking hate you. And it's quite a bit later that he finally joins the order. You talking about the people maker games exposed on the Indonesian guys? They did work for a lot of companies. Loved it, yeah. It's basically what AC should be. It was a good time. It was well focused, good amount of side quests. I definitely like my Assassin's Creed games being a little bit more fantastical in nature. That's why I like Valhalla so much. And by that I mean like Ghost of Tsushima is a very serious note. You know, it's about death, it's about war, it's about trying to stop an invading army trying to go into Japan, and they're like the first line of defense, basically, by the Mongols and stuff. And it's a lot. Hi, Ace. How's it going? Oh, let me switch to the screen. But yeah. It's a good game. My next game has become Red Dead Redemption 2 story. The collector shit and trophies for that game sound tedious and no fun. Haven't you completed Red Dead Redemption? Hydrate, thank you. I just really felt it when I was hunting the enemy in Ghost. I very much like remember how much I enjoyed just like the sneaking and how fluid it was. I remember just thinking, man, it's like the entirety of the world was like, we want Assassin's Creed but in Japan, and Sucker Punch was just like, out now. And now they have a sequel coming out, which will probably be just as good as fucking Tsushima. And meanwhile, you're probably going to have, like, it's going to be interesting to see which one kind of comes out on top, whether it's Assassin's Creed Shadows or Ghosts of Yotai that ends up kind of, like, doing better. It'll be interesting. Or it'll just be its own experience anyway. I sleep. Love y'all. Night-night. Good night, Ashley. Sleep well. I may not have fallen into House Flipper and God of War. That's fair. Not in story, but in gameplay. Yeah, I understand that. Pretty sure Ghosts in my spare time, and man, do I suck at the combat. Granted, I'm on lethal difficulty, but man, 30 plus retries just to win one fight? You don't have to... What? Why did you try to re-win the fight? What are you... What? What are you doing to yourself, man? Why would you go on lethal difficulty as well? Lethal difficulty is fun. Because House died 29 times. It makes every blow matter. It does, I guess. That just intimidates me. But I'm also thinking of, like, you went on, like, the very first fight, right? You know, where you're scheduled to die for the most part, unless you manage to succeed. But that's a House Flipper and Red Dead 2. Heck yeah. I could never. Same. I would lose my shit. I go through that part fine. Oh, thank God. Okay. That's fine then. That's okay. That was my only question. I was just like, no, oh, don't do this to yourself. After I got the first temple, I had issues. Okay. It is as... You should finish it. Lower the difficulty and just enjoy the storyline. Like me, because I'm insane. Or you can watch me play it later this year, probably in August, if I was going to guess when Ghosts of Yotai was going to come out. In saying that, it's already been announced, so there's a good chance it could be. I definitely feel like it will be June. It will be definitely after June. It'll be the second half of this year. As it is with God of War, forced me to try not button mash which was fucking hard. Elden Ring and, like, Dark Souls games and stuff like that are very much, like, try to, like, teach you that. Like, if you panic roll too much in, like, Elden Ring, then you're gonna, like, mess up, basically, and it's not gonna go well. Ugh, it's still so frustrating to know that I don't know. Elden Roll? Yes. It's delicious. You should have some. I'm not playing Elden Ring. I know. What if I played Elden Ring? What if I showed you Elden Ring? And I was just like, look at the pretty things. It's really pretty. You'll love the environment. I feel like I'd rage quit and cry. Probably. God of Ring. But it would be like an adventure. Okay, Aelin, at some point. Okay. When you're not busy. I'm gonna open up Elden Ring and I'm gonna, like, give you, like, a little tour. And by that I mean, like, I'm just gonna, like, pop in, pop out of, like, certain areas, show you a little bit of the DLC or something like that. And I'll just gonna show you the environment, okay? Because there's some really pretty locations. It's beautiful, beautiful. Just appreciate it for the aestheticness, even if, like, the fights themselves may be difficult at times. And obviously I'm gonna show you Dark Souls at some point too. Because apparently I've never technically played a Dark Souls 3 run on stream, so I go get lemonade. Do it. I heard it's beautiful. Look, 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 look. Just so the background of, like, my phone is, like, an area in Elden Ring, and it's really pretty. It's like a field of blue flowers, and it's so pretty. That was the best you could get. Not a lot of time. It's really pretty. I found this picture on Twitter and I was like, that's my new screen now. It is pretty. I see Black Flag, which, oh my god, game, would you not drop my inputs? Which? Are you saying the game's dropping your... Oh, wait. Honestly, Souls games feel a lot better than most games with hack and slash style combat. You can't mash, but the input system is consistent enough that you don't need to. It feels like very, like, simple and precise. Kind of the same way with, let's say, like, Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter always feels like... Like, I went from Monster Hunter to Dark Souls, and that felt like a good transition. Like, I was really scared about playing Dark Souls. I was like, I'm gonna be bad at it, blah, blah, blah. Monster Hunter was I mean, Monster Hunter can be difficult, don't get me wrong, but it was like it's a good transition game of like similar kind of concepts. No, I've never played Devil May Cry. I have my dog and a Padoru of my dog that an American streamer friend gave me. A Padoru? Monster Hunter is reputed really good about that too. I've not played one myself, that's fair. But honestly, if there was like... If I was gonna tell people to like play a game in preparation for Dark Souls, I'd probably say Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is good because it's like bigger enemies, so it's like it's a little bit more like it's choreographed, you know, just as... I'm not saying Dark Souls isn't choreographed, but I definitely think going up against a giant monster feels a little bit kind of like chiller versus Dark Souls walking through these, you know, like undercover streets with these zombies coming at you, effectively. Badur. Little cute Christmas drawing. It's my Discord pre-order. Oh, right. I don't think I've ever heard anything referred to as Padoru, but cute. Okay. Okay, I need to go to bed. The skill ceiling is very high. I came back to it recently after beating the games to beat them. That's fair. But yeah. I'll show off some Elden Ring at some point. I'm gonna do it. Because I love Elden Ring. Even if I just spend like a couple of minutes, I just like go around, go to the different locations, show them off. I wouldn't, obviously, again, I wouldn't be showing you like actual gameplay, which is not as exciting, but I'll be at least showing you like the horse and walking around and stuff. I'm Dr. Strange and I approve of this stream. Sure. Switch from PS5 to Xbox controller is hard. It's not... yeah, I guess it can kind of be. I mean, the worst thing is Switch, obviously, because they change around the A and B. But aside from that, I would say there's not too much difference. Because it's... I'm still a big fan. I've complained about this before, but I love the ergonomics of the Xbox controller. I think it's better on my hands, because I think it's... Okay. It's smoother for my hands to be kind of like at this kind of like angle versus this one where it's very much like they're kind of sitting like straight on like this. Like my hands are wider apart and stuff rather than being able to sit more naturally kind of like caved in like I do with these ones. So it feels a little bit nicer. So yeah, more likely not a PS controller fan. A Red Dead 2 at the same time is wild. Yeah, because it's like, which button is the sprint button, for example? Always the worst thing I have. Especially when I think I switched between Monster Hunter Wilds and Skyrim. I believe have, like, the sprint button in... Sorry, not Wilds. Worlds. Monster Hunter Worlds. God, I'm getting ahead of myself. In World, I think the sprint button is the shout button in Skyrim. So I'll press the button to sprint and it's like, oop. Or whatever the sprint button is. It's always the sprint button that messes me up. Because then in other games, it's not a designated button, it's like pressing in the stick button. But then if I go back to like a Persona game, it's like R2, or like, it's like, what? And then you go back to Dark Souls and it's hold down B, like... Luckily my like... automatic mapped system in my head is trained enough because I have a problem. And when we're getting back to Rise, I don't know, you were the one who said you didn't want to keep playing it. I was like, yeah, let's keep going, and you were like, nah. I was like, okay. Persona 5, the best game of all time. Yeah. I murdered a bitch instead of talking to them and failed a mission. I think different controls are wild. I don't remember that, but okay. I remember you saying it was like you were really struggling to to want to have the motivation to keep playing it. And so we switched to, that was probably our switch to like Minecraft or Terraria, maybe? But yeah, if you want to go back and play Rise, I have no problem with it. I've played Rise. I'll just be playing my old character, like, I'll be comfy. I can carry you through all of it. Surely needs to cool down. I agree. It's insufferable in here. But I do also have this gorgeous boy beside me called a computer. Not a live person, God forbid. Well, not God forbid. Please, God. I'm begging you. My brain needs to calm the fuck down. I need to go to bed. I'm very sorry I can't stay up. I know, house. Shoo, bed. Sorry.
Night night. Oh, sorry. You're finishing.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I can hug you and then
Night
finish.
night. Or good morning.
I'll go to
Whichever part
bed.
of the day you're up to.
Mwah. I love you.
I love you too.
Have a good night's sleep.
I shall. Night everyone. Have a good night's sleep. And if it's a day, have a good day sleep.
Yes. And I don't. Good night. Alright, guys. Good night. Yay! Hello, other person. She is a good other person. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you'll have an excellent day today and tomorrow. Okay. Night night. Meow. Yes. Good night, folks. Good night, guys. Have a good night's sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. And we will keep playing Miles Edgeworth. I do, for reference, I do plan on going back to finish Spider-Man 2 at some point. I think I've decided at the start of next week, especially considering I think I have quite a bit of time free next week. Gonna fix my hand. We will definitely, I think I'll be good enough to like, because I don't have as much work, I can just be like, all right, let's go, let's finish Spider-Man, let's do this, let's do that. Thanks for staying up late. Yeah. Night hand, love you, sleep well. See ya, Aylin, love you. Sleep well. Good night, Stanium. Alright. Night, everyone. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye-bye.